The ATF's door-to-door confiscation campaign seems to be expanding every week. First, it was multiple firearm purchases. Then, the other day, rare breed triggers. Now, they're doing knock and talks over solvent traps. And at the center of it all is one gun broker seller who swears up and down that he's not working with the ATF. Keep watching for everything you need to know. Hey there, Liberty fam, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is brought to you with the help of Blackout Coffee Company and the extra large cup of coffee I had this morning. To get your caffeine on, support the channel and the Second Amendment, go to blackoutcoffee.com/libertydoll. Biden's ATF has shown up at the homes of several law-abiding gun owners over the last few weeks, either demanding to see their firearms to confirm ownership or claiming the owners had machine guns in their homes, which were, in reality, rare breed forced reset triggers, items which even the ATF hasn't been completely clear on the legality of. For that story, check out the video linked up in the cards. Now the Alphabet Agency has expanded these threatening and intimidating knock-and-talks to solvent trap components, and most of these visits seem to be connected to a single gun broker seller.
Hey, he's not a narc, he's a Fed.
We've talked about homemade suppressors before when a man in New Jersey bought some oil filters, realized they weren't oil filters, and then called the police to turn everything over. Even this guy, following the letter of state law, got turned over to the feds. So the folks in these soft raids don't have a chance. Solvent traps can be used to make suppressors. They're actually designed to catch cleaning solvent when you're cleaning your gun, so it's easier to get rid of. But with an NFA Form 1, tax stamp, and a little know-how, it can be modified into a suppressor. So as long as you have the paperwork, this is perfectly legit and legal. The ATF changed their mind recently, as they are suddenly deciding to do, and, like deciding forced reset triggers are machine guns, have apparently decided that unmodified solvent traps and components are suppressors, because at the ATF the rules are made up and the words don't matter. First, the week of the 14th, a Louisiana man found himself face-to-face with an ATF agent who demanded he turn over the solvent traps he had won in an auction on Gunbroker. That auction was held by a user named Rifle Remedy 2000. He was given a warning notice and, freaked out by the fact that he was in the ATF sights, agreed to sign a letter that the items were destroyed and no longer in his possession. Rifle Remedy 2000 was mentioned by name in the second sentence of the warning. Then, on the 22nd, the ATF decided to play footsie with another Louisiana man. In this case, the target was a rare breed forced reset trigger, also from Rifle Remedy 2000. Well that's a little suspicious. This past Thursday, the 25th, the ATF's target was in Florida. He was visited by several ATF agents, also looking for solvent trap components, despite the fact that he had already paid his tax stamp for his Form 1. In his case, the ATF decided he had too many components for his paperwork and thus arbitrarily concluded that he had the parts for multiple suppressors that all needed to be turned over and destroyed. This guy, who is only going by Nick, demanded they come back with a warrant and got the encounter on tape. Check it out.
Hey, sir, how are you? Good.
Hey, Nick, what's going on, man?
How's it going?
Hey, with the ATF.
Okay.
I'm here about a solvent trap that you ordered.
Okay.
Do you still have it?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Okay. Well, we're actually here to recover them because they're being used as suppressors.
Do you have a warrant?
I don't have a warrant. If you let me finish, I can talk to you.
I want everyone to note here how they didn't even ask if they were being used to make suppressors. The ATF simply told him that that was what he was doing.
They're being used as suppressors. Now, we're just here to pick them up. If you don't have it, you can sign that you don't have it anymore.
I'm not going to sign anything.
Okay, don't sign anything. So what will happen is if you're caught with it, we'll prosecute you federally.
Sure.
For an NFA item. Okay?
Sure.
You're obviously going to be on the radar now. I appreciate all the cooperation. We just came to pick it up and have it destroyed. But since you're being such a polite person,
I mean,
We'll leave it at that. We know what you're using it for, correct? I mean, you bought a jig with it for your AR-15?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
So
This isn't the first time we've done this?
if you want to come back with the warrant, I mean, you can do that.
Okay,
Take your
absolutely.
hand out of your pocket for me, please.
I'm sorry?
Take your hand out of your pocket for me.
You're on my
Appreciate it.
property. I can put my hands where I want them.
All right, we're law enforcement. We're talking to you in an official capacity, so
You're
I'd rather
on
you
my
not have your hand in your
property.
pocket. So we're not trying to be jerks here.
You are, though. You're the
We're not.
ATF. I mean,
We're
you're
here.
the ATF. Come
We're
on.
idiots?
Oh, no, I didn't say that.
Oh, what'd
I
you
said
say?
you're the ATF.
Correct.
Your entire job is to take away people's guns.
I don't think you have any idea what our job is,
I know
actually.
everything about your job.
Oh,
All it
please
is
tell
to
me.
erode the Second Amendment.
Okay.
Shall not be infringed.
So, violent criminals with guns that we take off the street.
At Waco? Like at Ruby Ridge?
Oh my gosh.
He's right, you know.
My
Bro,
dogs?
You need to quit.
Do I need to keep my
right.
dogs
You
in
need
the
to
house?
quit reading so
Give
many
me a
books.
break.
We must burn the books, Montag. All the books.
Yeah, it was
You're watching too many shows and
Yeah,
reading too many
that's
books.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm sure we'll find you again someday.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a good one.
Yeah,
I
you too.
appreciate the cooperation.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Watch out for the dogs, guys.
They clearly tried to intimidate him, even suggesting that his choice to exercise his rights meant he'd be prosecuted in federal court. Telling the man that he was also now on the ATF's radar was a very thinly veiled threat. Like, I mean, come on, guys. I'm pretty sure we all know we're on a list already. You don't need to tell us. Which also reminds me, hello to my personal agent. I hope you're having a lovely day. Nick, too, had purchased his uh-oh item from, you guessed it, Rifle Remedy 2000. This seller is a 21-year-old kid from Texas. Allegedly. AmmoLand was able to get him on the phone, and he swore up and down absolutely no involvement. He claims that several months ago, 20 ATF agents and local law enforcement raided his apartment and confiscated his phone, computers, and any paperwork they could find. He claims the ATF didn't request any customer information and that there wasn't any stored on the computer or phone. He told AmmoLand that he immediately got a new computer and changed all the passwords on his accounts.
Did you, though?
He also claims that the entire raid only lasted 20 minutes, which is pretty fishy. Especially considering that the ATF has prosecuted and shut down much bigger sellers than Rifle Remedy 2000. In fact, his account is still active and is still selling solvent traps on Gunbroker.
That's not the least bit suspicious.
Now, I'm not going to make any accusations here, but 2 + 2 doesn't equal 5. Clearly, the equation is missing some major details. Either way, if you're not looking to play alphabet bingo, might be a good idea not to buy anything from this seller. Just saying. Because if he's not directly taking part, he is clearly being watched. And you know, one last thing that I want to touch on about this story before I sign off is I'm seeing a lot of people commenting on things like this, that it is a rogue ATF, that it is a rogue government agency that is doing that. I would argue that they're actually doing exactly what the Biden administration is telling them to. It's not the ATF that's rogue, it's the entire government. And with that said, that is it for today's video, and boy, is it getting wild and crazy out there. Please like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, all of those fun things. Check out the support options in the description. I have a tip jar, a Patreon, Subscribestar, and PayPal. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe from the ATF, and happy shooting.